Don't really got to say much, but the title speaks for itself. Someone didn't want to see you get paid. They weren't getting theirs, so they didn't want to see you get yours. This person has responsibilities, and they were mad because your life was different. They didn't even want you to be able to have peace because they didn't. And it's like, why would you have children? Why would you have children if unconditional love was not the case? Why would you be mad because you got to take care of your kids? I understand people have kids, they're difficult to deal with. Maybe a single parent, that's hard to deal with. You got a lot on your plate. But why take that out on somebody else? See, fellas, you have to be careful about who you get with, because there is a possibility that some of these females out here are bitter. And I know some women have met some bitter men too. So, there's bitterness in all walks of life. But this video is for the fellas out here, because there are some good men out here that may be unsuspecting of the bitter baby mama. And you got to be careful, fellas, because, there are some women out here that are hurt, and they're looking to get what they want out of you. And if you don't, they're going to take that out on you. And they're going to make their situation your fault. And they're going to do that in subtle ways. Attitudes towards you for not being everything. Attitudes towards you for not being the full package. Trying to stop the things that, bring you joy and make you happy. And a lot of married men can admit to that as well, that, and guys in relationships, there are some women that don't want to see their man happy. I don't understand how a woman could be in a relationship or be with a guy and she don't want to see him happy. So with that being said, there are some people that are bitter. And if it's a reason why she's unhappy, she need to communicate. Instead of acting like a child. But, some people, the things that they want from you are just asking too much. Certain things people are asking of you is too much. So, can't expect people to want to do everything. But when a person is doing the best they can and doing everything that they can, and it's not appreciated, fellas, everybody, ladies included, it's time to move on. Wherever you're not being appreciated, it's time for you to leave. If you're not being appreciated, it's time for you to depreciate it. It's time for you to depreciate the value of that other person. Because you're not to be played with out here. You're not a toy, you're not a game, you're not anybody's plaything. But you will have people who will try to get into your life just to play with it, just to play with you, and just to play games with you. Because they're basing their interaction off getting what they want from you. And if they can't get what they want from you, then they're done with you. Now, see, I'm the type of guy that if I can't get what I need from you, I'm not bitter about it. I'll help you as best I can. I'll do what I need to do for you. As long as it's no attitudes, no violence, you're not threatening me. You're not, looking like we about to have to get into it, looking like we about to have to fight. Because before the fight even started, I'll just kick you out, tell you to leave. I'll tell you to go. I don't deal with that. Or I'll pack my things and I'll leave myself. You don't have to tell me to leave. I'll leave myself. I'll be gone before you can even tell me to go. I'll be out of here. That's why I believe in God, man, because when you believe in God, everything always works out well for you. Even when people want to see you fail, even when people don't want you to do well, because they're not, and that's really what it is. People could have more money than you, could have more success than you, but they don't view it that way. If they want what you got, and in their mind that's considered success, they're gonna want that. And if they can't have it, they're gonna be bitter about it because you got it. You got to be careful of people who are low-key envious and bitter towards you because you got what they want. They're going to lie and tell you, oh, why would I be jealous over this? You're homeless. You don't even have anything. Why would I be jealous over you? I don't know. You tell me. Energy doesn't lie. People can say they're not jealous, but if they're showing you that they are, it is what it is. Somebody could be 500 plus pounds, but if they say they're in shape, people are going to look at them like, yeah, okay, in what world you living in? It is what it is with these disgruntled spirits. It is what it is. They try to act like the things they do don't harm us or don't exist, or they didn't just do it, and they did. They'll try to act like they're not jealous of you. They're not trying to harm you or hurt you when they are. Some of these people out here act like they don't want to see you broke, but they do. They want to help you. They claim they want to help you, but they actually want to see you do worse than them. They claim they want to see you do good, but they actually want you worse off than they found you. They want to be able to control you. That's some people's ideas of a relationship. Having full 100% control, telling somebody what to do, trying to make them do whatever they want. People like that are crazy. See, when you run into a woman like that, that's a masculine female. That's a masculine female. I know a feminine man ain't no better. All right. I know a feminine dude ain't no better, but I can't talk about that. I'm a dude. I am attracted to women, so I'm just explaining that men don't like masculine women. There's nothing wrong with being strong. Just don't be so strong to where you running men off out your life because you think you gotta be so strong and be so tough to where you think you gotta be a man. See, you have to be careful, fellas, because if you get into a relationship with a woman who thinks that she's a man and a woman, or not even a relationship, if you're even talking to or dealing with a woman who thinks she's a man and a woman, that's somebody that you may go to the bar with. That's someone you may hang out with. That's someone you may go to a club with. But that's nothing that you do long term. That's nothing that you take serious, because it's only going to be one big game and you're not going to be the one playing it. So don't take someone serious that's only going to make the situation one big joke. These are the type of females that don't want to see you do good, but will complain about how you're doing. This is the type of person that will not want to see you do well, or do better than them, rather. They're not going to want to see you do better than them, but they're going to want you to take care of them, do for them, help them, assist them. You just can't outdo them. Can't outshine them. Can't do better than them. Can't be better than them, because it's going to be considered a competition. All right, this is the type of like, if you have a person that is jealous of what you have to go do to get paid, and they don't want you to do that, but they want you to be able, they're complaining about what you don't have, what you can't do. That is a confused person. That is a confused person that doesn't know what they want. And if you add some bitterness in the mix to that, that's a cash flow stopper. That is a cash flow stopper. All right? And the toxicity is in the fact that this person is asking and wanting and pretty much demanding that you be a certain way, while doing everything to get in the way of you actually becoming that. Because if you actually become what they want, you're going to end up leaving their ass. And you're going to realize that they're not even worth your time. So what they'll do is complain, badger, bitter, belittle. And continue to complain about what you aren't. All the while, they're getting in the way of what you can truly be, and holding you back, and knowing that they are. Knowing that they're bitter, knowing that they're toxic, knowing that makes them a trash-minded kind of person, with their trash mouth, their toxic ways, their negative attitude towards you, for wanting to work hard and do your best. But this is the same type of person that would dangle some money in front of your face, but not want you to be able to go out and get any. And I just don't understand that. That's why it's toxic trash. It's a toxic, trashy situation. It's a toxic, trash person that you're dealing with. That person is trash, trying to stop you from getting paid, trying to stop you from living life, trying to stop you from becoming successful, adding nothing but toxicity and negativity to your life, not adding anything good to it. People think they're helping you, people think they're doing good things for you, but all they're doing is just getting in the way. If somebody thinks they're doing something, if somebody thinks they're helping but they're hurting, they could think they're helping all they want. Most toxic people, if they can't control you, they think that you know that you don't like them, or you're not their friend because you don't want to do things their way. And with some of these people, if not most of them, you have to do things their way and get their approval for them to like you or want to deal with you. Otherwise, they'll toss you to the side and throw you to the side like you don't exist, and you don't even matter. And that's cool, because that's actually a gift. Their rejection is always your protection. Them rejecting you was God protecting you. Them rejecting you was God protecting you. And half of them didn't even reject you. You just got tired of dealing with the person, so you just put on the worst attitude you possibly could. Once people start giving you the worst of them, all you got to do is take away from them what it is they want, like Cat Williams said. It's easy to deal with toxic people. Take away from them what they want, which is you, your time, your attention, your energy. Start doing things a toxic person would be mad at you for, and soon and you're gonna see the real them. See, normal, healthy things to a toxic person are toxic. Toxic things to a normal, healthy person are toxic. Let me say that again in case anybody got confused. Toxic things to a normal, healthy person are toxic, and healthy, normal things to a toxic person are toxic. See, they think your way of being healthy and happy and going off and doing things for your own personal growth and mental health, they think that's toxic. Why am I not involved? Why am I not in control? Why are you trying to make money without me? Why are you trying to be better? You're going to end up being better than me. This person is bitter, man. And on top of that, if they have children, they're going to possibly try to make you a step parent. You got to be careful, like fellas, like when you're talking to a young lady or you're talking to a woman, a young woman that you're intimate with or you're seeing, you know, some of y'all that's in relationships, if that's what y'all into, relationships. Some of these women will try to turn you into a step parent, a stepdad, a stepdaddy. They see you as a good man, and they want to take advantage of that. You have to be careful, good men. Men with a good spirit, men with a good heart, men with a conscience, men that would help out a person in need. You got to be careful. There are some bitter, jealous, opportunist women out here without a heart that don't care for you or care about you. They only care what you can do for them. You know, so that people will, a person will chain up a dog and feed it and put it in that little dog house and make it feel loved. And that dog thinks it's appreciated. Be careful, man. People will feed a dog, love on it, give it a place to live, and make it feel appreciated. So be careful when dealing with certain people, everyone. And fellas, be careful dealing with bitter women, with bitter baby mamas out here. Because if you don't do everything that they want, they're going to take that out on you. And don't let them have the upper hand in your life when they're doing that. If you're in a situation where you know you are getting help from this person, or they know you're in a situation to where you might need them, you got to be careful. A person like this will take that and use it against you. And when you don't do what it is they want, it's going to become a problem. If you move in with a single woman that likes you or that's interested in you, sooner or later, she's going to try to make you a stepdad. I'm just putting that out there, fellas. Got to be careful with who you talk to and who you see and who you get intimate with. Certain people are not meant to be taken serious because they're going to try to take you for everything you got. And on top of that, they're going to take out how they feel about men towards you. If they're bitter enough, you will see little bits and pieces of that. And on top of that, once they start comparing you to the men that they've been with, it's time to go. Oh, well, the person I was with, they did this, they did that, they did this. I didn't have those problems. Oh, okay, well, it's time for you to get back with them. Go see them and call them back. I'm leaving. And that's that. Or don't even say that. Just think it. Okay, well, you need to call that nigga then. I'm out. Because what we want, don't take disrespect from people. People. And that's for everybody. Men and women don't take disrespect from nobody. But men. Men. Don't let that woman disrespect you. You playing with her kids and doing all this extra unnecessary crap. She couldn't she couldn't pay you your worth in gold. She couldn't pay you your worth in gold. It's time to wake up and realize that you know what? That ain't it. It's not even good to play around with that. It's not even good to play around with that. You can't even be a good man to some of these women out here because they're going to take advantage of it. You have to keep your goodness to yourself, men. You know how women out here prize themselves and everything that they feel they got to offer? Well, guess what, men? You got some things to offer too. Go to the gym, get your body right. That way you'll be okay in that department. But also recognize your worth, man. That's why I said some. I know it's not all women doing this. There are a lot of phenomenal, fantastic women out there that actually care about your well-being, and that want to see you prosper and do well. But then there are the bitter ones, mad at life, upset at how theirs turned out and what they got to deal with, having to deal with life and the responsibilities that they got to deal with and the choices that they made. And it's obvious that they want to bring you into that and kind of make it your problem. I was staying with someone and, it was a situation like I'm explaining, and I went to take a nap. And the person kept waking me up. They didn't even want to see me take a nap because they couldn't, because they had to watch their own kids. Like, men, you have to be careful. You think, you know what, I helped her with this, I helped her with that. Just put gas in the car, did this, did that. You think that what you're doing is enough. And they bring you into their situation and expect you to just be Superman. It's like they bring you into a situation to where they're not even providing enough. They think that just because they're giving you a place to stay, or they're helping you in certain ways, you're just supposed to give up everything, your time, all your energy, your effort, all your love. Forget loving yourself, forget me time, forget you time. That's why it's best to just thug it out, man. Don't ever move. And another thing, what I'm really saying is you got to be careful with who you live with. You got to be careful with who you move in with. And don't live with women that you're intimate with. Don't move in with women that you're intimate with. After a while, she's not going to respect you for number one, because she's going to know too much about you. She's going to know too much about your whereabouts. Once a woman you're intimate with finds out too much about you, she loses interest. And once a person loses interest, they pretty much kind of lose respect. Because if they're losing interest or lost interest and you're not doing anything to get that back, like demand personal space and all these things, it's just not good. You can't be a man in another woman's place that you're intimate with. You can't. They're going to want to control, and sooner or later, they're going to end up trying to treat you like one of their kids. And once they, feel they can start talking to you crazy and disrespecting you, it's over. Once they start comparing you to their ex and all this, well, my ex did this and he did this and I ain't never have to worry about that. Well, get back with him then. What are you talking to me for? It's obviously something that, that piques your interest about me. So either let me pique your interest or, let me go. Don't sit around and let somebody complain your ear off about who you are and what you aren't to them. Well, you ain't this and you ain't that. Slam. Don't even let them get it out their mouth. You ain't. Whole bunch of papers just and some dust. That's how fast you left. You ain't. As soon as they start complaining, because you don't need to stick around for that. But in order to do that, you need to have your paper right. You need to have a plan put in place. You need to have some discipline. And when anyone in your life tries to get you away from your responsibilities or the things you do that make your life good, don't do it. Don't take time off of your life because you have a friend that wants you to chill with them and spend time with them. That friend is not going to be there if y'all have a fallout and the chips hit the fan and your life needs some work. But you stopped working on yourself to go spend time with someone. You stopped working on yourself to go hang out with people. See, fear of abandonment in friendships, relationships, in any situation is not good. Because it causes you to people please and put other people first before yourself because you're afraid that if you don't, they won't like you anymore. They won't want to deal with you anymore. They won't want to be in your life anymore. A lot of us have been hit with a lot of negative, unhelpful programs that never were meant to serve us. Sound like I'm from Memphis. Serve us or do us any good. Shout out to Memphis music. Memphis, man. Shout out to music. But a lot of these people are out here tripping, man. And they're trying to take out on you what other men have done to them. And that's the definition of a bitter woman, fellas. That's the definition of a bitter person overall. A bitter person is going to go through something and want to see you go through that same thing and take it out on you because of what they went through. That's the definition of being bitter. Luckily, you're bigger than that. You're better than that. You always have been and you always will be. That bitter baby mama toxic trash that tried to stop your cash flow was unsuccessful. She was unsuccessful. She wanted to hold you back in life and put your dream on pause because you don't want to get on your knees and worship her like a god. You don't want to. You don't want to put that woman before yourself, man. That woman is trash. Get that woman out your life. All these connections to other men and all these problems she's having in her life and wants to blame you for it. Got the nerve to have people in your face talking about they can't help you with your problems. You're not the problem. That person is the problem. That person in your life is the problem. Everybody's got things that they have to work out and deal with, but you don't have problems. You may have to fix some things in your life, but it's not a problem. You may have to get yourself together, but it's not a problem. You can take care of yourself by yourself. You don't need anyone to take care of you as a man or as a person. You can take care of yourself. You can help yourself. You can do for yourself. You may need some help initially, or you may need some help, period. It may be some times where you need some help. But you don't take it from bitter, toxic people because it eventually will turn into hurt. And it's not help in the first place. It's a smoke screen. It's a bait and switch. Bait with the help, flip the script. Switch it up. No longer provide what you were initially showing this person that you were going to give. Especially if this person act like they got a bad memory, or I don't even remember what I said. Cut that trash off and out your life. Some people, and when we say trash, we don't mean anything negative or bad. It's just that some people are just trash for you. Some people are, if something is toxic, it's trash. Trash is waste. It's not good. It's something that you get rid of. You throw away. This person was a throwaway. This wasn't someone you were supposed to hold on to. The way they treated you, the way they disrespected you, the way they low-key came at your neck because you ain't really like them like that or weren't interested in them like that. And on top of that, they just totally turned you off with the way that they acted, so you couldn't even form any kind of connection. No good. And they try to, see, some people don't know where they stand. Some people don't know where they stand. Some women don't know where they stand in a man's life. And as a man, you got to be able to tell a woman where she stands in your life. But if you need help from that woman, it may not be the wisest thing to do because she's going to kick you out. This is why it's never good to move in with one that you're intimate with, because it's never going to work out. You're going to start getting your stuff together. She's going to think you're going to want to leave her. And it's natural for people to want space. Some of these bitter baby mamas that are toxic are too clingy. They're too clingy, man. They have unresolved issues that they got to deal with, man. And they're too clingy. And the minute you need some space, they think you hate them or don't like them or don't want to be with them. And when you have people that when you need space from them, they think it's the end of the world, or they, get toxic or start to get negative, that's a sign you need to leave that person anyway. You're going to be going to work. This person going to be thinking you doing God knows what. Like, this is the type of person that you'll be at work and they're going to go out behind your back and go do something because they think you're doing something. But they're the real one doing something. You don't know how many girls, or women rather, well, you shouldn't have been dealing with a girl, should have been dealing with a woman. You don't know how many women, ladies, claim themselves women and ladies will go behind a good man's back when he's at work. And I know there are men that go behind women's back, and that's a dumbass. That woman is letting you live or helping you, and she's a good woman, and you go behind her back and she's busting her, busting her ass to make sure everything is good for you. That dude is a dumbass. That dude's an idiot. But no man should want to be in that position anyway, unless you got a stay-at-home business or something. A man should want to do what he need to do. Some of these women out here are crazy, man. They think you want to provide for them. And you want to provide, and you want to hell no, I don't want to provide for no baby mama. What the hell's wrong with you? I got to take care of myself and get myself first. A lot of these women don't understand how much they got to put up and provide and bring to the table. If you have a seed already, you damn near got to give up 2 lives to that man. You got to show that man you in it to win it if you already got a seed. You already have a connection with another man. A 9-month living, breathing connection that will always be there. Who you trying to play for a fool? And then people will, I don't want to hear about man. Look, fellas, tell your woman you don't want to hear about none of the dudes she been with. You don't want to hear, any women you talk to, you don't need to hear about no other man. You don't need to hear about no other man. Any woman you talk to, you don't need to hear about no other man. Don't let no woman talk to you bad about no other dude. She start talking to you about the other dude, change the subject. If you getting to know her and, it's just a short-term thing, hey, whatever. But if you're seeing this woman on a consistent basis, or y'all are talking, and this is something that is not short-term, but this is something that you're considering continuing based on what you see right now, men, She starts talking to you about another dude, you're gonna have to, hey, let's talk about something else. These women do not want to hear about the women that you've been with. But if they, but you know, this is why you don't get with people who have these. This is why you don't get intimate or get with people who are all like takes like this is why you have to be careful with who you take serious, and this is why you have to really be wise and consider who you get with, because there are some good women out there that are single moms that know their role. They know they're a single mom. They know they got this child by this other man, and they know that another man is really not going to do too well with that. You know, there are some great stepdads out there, and I applaud those dudes for stepping up. But I mean, I'm telling you, man, that woman got to worship you like a king, man. Because like that's a whole nother man's child, and they think it's a game out here. Just to place somebody else in your hands and just like, hey, this is okay, because I'm doing X, Y, Z. No, you need to be doing A through Z. Ain't no I'm just doing A, B, C. Ain't no I'm doing X, Y, Z. You need to be doing A through Z. Even if you letting a dude stay with you or you helping him or whatever, if you a single mom, that's a lot of extra pressure on that man. That's not his child. That's not his kid. That's why, men, it's not a good idea to be intimate and live with a woman, and especially not with one that has kids. But it's good to not be intimate with a woman and live with her. It's good to not live with her. You need to have your own space so that way you can the relationship that you have with that woman, not an actual relationship like y'all together, but the relationship like the you dealing with the person. If you want that to stay the same and you don't want any issues, keep it the way it already is. If things are running smooth, don't change them. Don't move in with her. Don't let her move in with you. If that's what you want to do, cool. But sooner or later, it's going to get to a point to where it's just not fun anymore. Y'all seeing too much of each other. Y'all gonna need or want some space from each other. Someone could potentially get too clingy. Me, I need time to breathe. I need space. That's how I am. With clingy women, what I realize is as soon as you cling back, they detach. What I realize with clingy women is as soon as you cling back, they detach. So when she's complaining, what you're really doing in a sense is giving her what she really wants anyway. Because to truth be told, they don't even really know what they want. You got to tell them what they want. And you have to stay in a position in control in your life. Otherwise, the people that you deal with in your life will have that control over you, and you don't need that. You don't need that. Not from a bitter, toxic person that is choosing to be trash, man. Choosing to have a negative attitude, choosing to be toxic, choosing to be disruptive and unruly, choosing to try to control you, waste your time, waste your life, cut off your cash flow. Anybody that comes into your life and tries to stop your money is trash. That person got a trash spirit, a trash attitude, a trash way of thinking, of being, because they want to be on top in your life. They're okay with being with you, but as long as they're on top. That's not a good person. That's a trash person. This person is okay with being with you only if you stop everything you need to do for them. Possibly even breathe. This person would want you to stop breathing for them if they needed you to. Hey, stop breathing for me. Stop that. Stop that breathing. I know there's some ladies that go through this with certain fellas. Hey, leave them, ladies. Leave that dude. Nobody take any kind of abuse or any type of unfair treatment, okay? I'm not good with that on any parties. But fellas, that's not a good situation for you, because that female that acts like that is power hungry and power thirsty. And you don't want anyone, especially a scorned female, having that much power in your life. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Somebody that's deceptive, somebody that lies to you, somebody that's unhonest. You don't need that trash in your life. Somebody that will tell you one thing and do something else and deceive you. You don't need that trash in your life. You need to get that trash out your life. Woo, 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 woo. Backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up. Get that garbage out your life, man. People holding you back. You not making money because you're afraid of, they're going to leave me. They're going to not talk to me anymore. Stand up for yourself and tell this person how you feel. Or if you're in a situation where they're helping you, don't be disrespectful. Just leave. Give them your back. That's the utmost disrespect. You respecting yourself and putting yourself first before them. They're not going to be able to take it. If you leave a person because you suspect them of something and you go back, it's only going to be worse after you go back. If you leave a person and you're unsure, just stay gone. If you leave a person and you're unsure, there's no communication, just stay gone. So you already tried to bring something to somebody's attention and they acting like they don't see it, stay gone. Don't waste your precious hours of the day trying to prove to someone or get someone to accept, acknowledge, understand, hear you out, see where you're coming from, see your point of view, because that'll never happen. I'm just going to be honest. That will never happen. So this person doesn't want to see you get paid. These are the people that act like they want the best for you, but it's only contingent upon what you're able to do for them. They want the best for you as long as. They want the best for you if you can do for. That's what they want. That's all they're concerned about. And if what you're doing is not enough, then the belittling comes. They start talking about other people, my this, my that. We'll get back with that person then, because they didn't want your ass neither. If you're dealing with me, and now you dealing with me, it's like, I see why this person and you aren't together. It's real easy to see why people aren't with people when you deal with them. And the most toxic person be swearing that the other person is the problem. You wanting peace is not a fucking problem. You wanting peace is not a problem. You wanting success is not a problem. It shouldn't be. You wanting to be healthy is not a problem. You wanting to work out, get money, get paid, eat right, not be unhealthy or toxic every single day should not be a problem. You got to get the garbage people out of your life. Only quality people. Only quality people. OQP. When people come into your life and you have a feeling they're trying to stop you, that's because they are. It feels like this person is holding me back. It feels like this person is slowing me up. It feels like this person is stopping me from accomplishing my goals and following my dream. It's because they are. It's because they are. They'll smile in your face and show you love and hug you and kiss you, all while destroying your life. Some of y'all sleeping in bed with the enemy. They don't want you to follow your dreams, enemy. They don't want you to have time to yourself to study, enemy. They don't even want you to have a thought to yourself, enemy. You over there breathing by yourself? Don't you be breathing without me. Once you realize somebody is bitter, it's time to go. It's nothing you can do with that person. Once you realize someone is toxic and bitter, it's time to go. They could be fine, they could be sexy, they could be hot, they could be everything looking good, everything. Cooking for you, paid, all that. If the person is toxic, they can be looking all right. If the person is toxic and the person got a trashy attitude and a negative spirit and they evil, it's time to go, man. Don't even deal with that a little bit. It's just time to go, because that, like, here's the thing: the energy will stay with you. Oh, well, I'm just gonna have sex, or I'm just gonna see this person, or we just gonna chill or kick it, or the energy's gonna stay with you. We just gonna chill, we just gonna go. The energy's gonna stay with you. You cannot play around with negative energy or negative spirits, man. You can't. And I know, some people, you think you think you're getting over, or you think you're not getting over on nothing. Energetically, spiritually, you're cutting yourself short. You're selling yourself short. You're not getting over on anyone but yourself. You're not getting over on anyone but yourself. You're selling yourself short. Once you see that somebody is toxic and their energy is not complacent with yours, it's time to go. Once you see someone belittling or disrespecting you or comparing you to someone from their past, it's time to go. People keep talking about people from their past and expect you not to do the same thing. It's time to go. But if somebody keeps talking to you about someone from their past, they still not over that person anyway. So don't take that person serious ever. Oh, I'll stop talking about them then. People will use you as a pawn in some life scheme that they have going on. If somebody is still talking to someone and they going back and forth and they got all this stuff going on and there's social media and they posting pictures and they trying to, I found this person or I got someone, then people still like each other. You just in the way. That person really don't even like you like that. That person is using you to try to make somebody else feel some kind of way. That's all. That person is using you to make somebody feel upset. Person don't even like you. They'll act like they do, and they'll boo-hoo and say all the little things they need to say. This is why self-love is important. This is why personal space and time to yourself and reflection is important. That's why toxic people don't want you to have time to yourself, because you're gonna come to your senses and realize that, man, let me get the heck away from this person. They ain't no good for me. Get the trash out of my life, man. Get the toxic trash out of my life. Get the negativity out of my life. Get the evil out of my life. Get the bitter spirits out of my life. People trying to control me out of my life. People who try to reduce you to nothing, is usually an agenda behind it. They're trying to have some type of power over you or control over you, but it's for a reason. It's because they're trying to get you in a certain position to where you need them so they can make you do what they want. Toxic trash people are trying to get you in a situation to where you need them, to where you have to do what they want. You can call it what you want. People will feed a dog, put it in a cage, love on it, feed it, pet it, hug it, kiss it, tell them they love it. But it's still a dog, and that owner knows that and looks at that dog as a dog. That might be man's best friend. It might be this. It may be that. Whatever. It's still a dog. Some of these bitter baby mama, toxic trash people are going to have to go get a damn dog for some companionship. Because with the type of attitude and spirit they got, that's the only thing that's going to love up on them back. People acting like they doing stuff for you. That ain't them doing nothing for you. That's God, man. I did this and I did that. Yo, you tried to turn somebody into a step parent. You wasn't straight up. You wasn't. A lot of these, you got fellas, don't do it. They gonna try to turn you into a step parent. You get with a single person, they're gonna try. You get with a single parent, they're gonna try to turn you into a step parent, fellas. They're not gonna want you to do anything you want to do. They like it, on top of that, like how you expect somebody to be you want somebody to step up and be you want someone to step up and be a stepdad, but you gonna cut this person off from doing all the things they love to do. You gonna cut this person off from doing the things that they enjoy doing. You want somebody to be with you, but you want to be in control of every single aspect of their life. Fellas, leave the bitter baby mama toxic trash alone. There's some real good people out here. Women, leave the bitter male, leave the bitter punk male trash toxic, dudes alone. Ladies, whatever dude that's not good for you, leave him alone. Ladies watching this, just flip the script and reverse this and apply it to the bad dudes in your life. Ladies, get all the bad men out of your life. I know I got some women that watch this channel, but I'm a man. I got to drop videos for the men. I know I drop videos for everybody, but I'm a dude. I got to talk to my dudes every once in a while. And I know the ladies enjoy the masculine energy anyway. They don't want Druuill to be no damn sissy or a punk. Y'all don't want Druuill. Y'all don't want no soft Druuill, right? All right then. You don't want no punk. Y'all like it when I keep it real, man. Y'all love it. Even toxic. Here's the thing. Even the women that catch an attitude with you like it when you'll keep it real with them. And that's the thing. A lot of these toxic, bitter baby mama trashy women just need somebody to keep it real with them. But the thing is, when you try to, they be toxic. They want to get into a fight. You damn near gotta you gotta go through the they live scene fight to try to get them to put the glasses on and get them to see the error of their ways. I don't want to put these glasses on. Getting people to hold themselves accountable is not an easy thing. It's not even easy to get people's self to do that half the time. So you could forget trying to get somebody else to hold themselves accountable. You could forget that. Focus on yourself, hold yourself accountable. Focus on yourself, hold yourself accountable. Make your life the best it could possibly be. Get the toxic, negative people out of it. Because they're trashing up your life and they're holding you back. And they don't want you to have what they can't have. Somebody wants to be successful in an area they see you being successful in. Say you draw. They draw. They didn't get their drawing career off like that. Maybe their kids got in the way. Maybe life got in the way. Oh, well, I wanted to be an artist too. You're going to hear things like that. If somebody is telling you that they wanted to do something that you're doing, and you sense that this person is actually getting in the way and trying to stop you from doing that, that's what they're doing. If you're talking to someone and someone is if you and someone have similar interests and they wanted to do something that you do, and you hear this person say, well, I was going to do that. Well, I wanted to do that. Run for the hills. That's a sabotager spirit. Well, I always wanted to do that. That's a sabotager spirit. That's somebody that did not do it and mad because you're doing it. And if you end up staying around with them, what they're going to try to do is stop you and go start their own. And they may even try to make you help them do it or manipulate you into thinking that you need to help them. Got to be careful with bitter people. Bitter people are trash, man. People who choose to be bitter, they're not cleaning up their life. They're not cleaning the garbage out of their life. They're taking all their negativity with them, spreading it and sharing it. You wouldn't let your neighbor put his trash in your trash can, or you wouldn't let your neighbor dump their trash on your lawn. So why let people dump their garbage and their toxic energy and their trash in your life, in your mind, on your spirit, on your soul, on your energy field? When people aren't straight up, when people don't keep it real with you, that's it. Somebody tries to oh, well, it's a hidden agreement or a whatever, some fine print after you don't sign the contract, which is like, say, you make a decision, but somebody doesn't hold up their end of the bargain. You make a decision and there's some extra somebody throws in there and catches you by surprise. Don't deal with that person. That person sees you as a fool and they try to take advantage of you and they try to get you. And they can act. The thing is, people act and people lie all the damn time. I didn't do. I did it. You did this. You did the two TV. Did. People lie all the time. People lie all the time. All right, y'all may not have understood some of that. I had to throw some of that in there for my own self, just for my own ish and giggles. All right. People who aren't meant to be in your life don't stick around. Moral of the story, always make sure you can take care of yourself. Some of us who were in narcissistic situations, we're not blaming our situation. We're not trying to blame anyone. But a lot of people who had narcissistic situations, you didn't get everything that you needed to properly take care of yourself. So you can't be too hard on yourself because you may not be where you're supposed to be or things aren't the way they should be. Hold your head and keep doing the best you can. Because as somebody that's, that as a survivor of narcissistic abuse, it depending on if you had a narcissistic upbringing with narcissistic people in your life, family, relatives, possibly, parents, possibly some narcissistic parenting, things are going to happen possibly later for you, depending on what skills or if you were able to get any help. A lot of narcissistic survivors, a lot of narcissistic children, they have a later start in life, or they end up never getting their start at all. So you have to make sure that you're not being codependent upon anyone. Because as a narcissistic survivor, it's easy to become attached to other people. You have to be able to take care of you and be able to take care of yourself. So that way, when a toxic person comes along and tries to offer help, you won't need it. You won't need a toxic person, whether it's a toxic boss, whether it's a toxic job, whether it's a toxic environment that you live in, whether it's a toxic family member, whether it's a toxic relationship, friendship, person you're seeing, whatever. Get all the toxic energy out of your life. It's trash. It's dirtying up your life. When you got garbage in your home that you need to take out, you don't leave it there. You take it outside. If people left garbage in their homes, everybody's house would be dirty and the trash would just be piled up. There are people, those people who just have nothing but trash in their life. Spiritually, that's what toxic people are. All you go into that person's house and they just got piles of trash everywhere. Don't throw nothing away. That woman, she was in her crib, in her house, getting high off of her feces. She was trying to smell her poop or whatever. She was like, I had to get high one last time. I don't know if y'all ever seen that clip. She said, I had to get high one last time. And they're smelling her feces and whatnot. Toxic people, they smell their own stuff. They must like the stench because they're sitting in the stank. They're sitting in the muck. They're sitting in the mire, waiting to share it with an unsuspecting victim. So we're no victims over here. Once we realize people are being toxic, you got to go. It may hurt. It may be hard. You may have to be alone. You know, you have to get used to being alone, because when a person is no good for you, you have to destroy that connection and cut them off like a general, a top general. A top general. You need to cut these people off like a top general. You see them being toxic. You see them playing games. You see them not holding up to what they said they were going to do. You see them playing with you, trying to get in the way of your dreams and endeavors. Don't let people play with you like that. Your dreams are more important than them. Your dreams were there before you met them. They're going to be there when they leave. And they may even be all you got. Put your life before people that just get in it. Don't put your dreams to the side for anyone. Fellas, don't get with bitter, toxic women. All right? Don't move in with women that you're intimate with. It's going to end up making the relationship dead. It's going to end up destroying it. And I know there are going to be some people who beg to differ. But hey, if your situation is working out, then if it doesn't apply, let it fly. This doesn't apply to you. If you're not a toxic baby mama and you're just a single mother, this video doesn't apply to you. If this video doesn't apply to you, congratulations, man. You have earned my seal of approval because you're a good person. Shout out to all the people. If this video did apply to you, you just need some self-love and you got to work on yourself, all right? There's no hate over here, but you need to work on yourself. Thank you for watching this video. And we all got to work on ourselves. I got to work on myself so I won't be bitter and toxic. And so I won't be trash. All right? I don't like trash. I don't like being a trash person, so I work on myself. I know how I could get. So I work on myself so that way I could be better and not bitter. I'll see you all in the next video. Get the trash out of your life, even if it's your own. Peace.